thought I'd
typical
see my fill of
passerby.
impressive
I'm
fights
not
during
an
the war
idiot, but
dance. Yet here I
yeah.
am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Feixiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady? Feixiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Feixiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Feixiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Feixiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air. Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
Yeah. Oh,
It appears that the Divine Foresight is
That's
using this
expected.
war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lawfu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
Ambrosia, I don't remember.
But...
Yeah. Okay.
I know you're going to say
Yeah,
but,
David.
right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Lawfu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
I grab the child.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome! I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was talking about Yanqing, actually.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Dan Heng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Need your extractor cleaned or your stars
I don't believe in ghosts.
Stream forth. Clean cold.
Hey, there's something I need to tell you.
I don't want to listen to your sob story, bro. I'll probably just break up. I mean, it's a heavy thing, but...
Would you like me to relay your message?
Bro, I thought this was a building. It's actually a ship, huh?
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Shao's questioning. No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Shao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Shao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance. Yes, it's this case right here.
March is gonna grab that sword. It's gonna be hers, probably. I lagged.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Laofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Laofu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhu-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering, who would be worthy of such a sword? And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Laofu as the Ringmaster, so it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait! Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huayan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yun Li will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yun Li and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Did we do something wrong? We really did save the Luofu, so why do you want to sneak off like we're fugitives?
Don't worry. No matter what happens, I'll stay here as a witness and answer any questions she might have.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but
Hmm?
As the Lawfu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Shao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Hua Yan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling Prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
There you are!
Well, it was a promise to General Huayan, after all. I woke up especially early, so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Don Hung, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yun Li, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming swordmasters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
Oh, so that's where she gets the outfit. That's cute.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yun Li!
See? See?
Just
How
pleasing
can
her,
you
just the
compete
touch
with
is
me?
minded.
I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ju-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually,
Didn't
I
March have
prepared
her
something
own?
too.
But yeah, I guess.
Huh?
They're both.
You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
That sounds weird.
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master
Just pleasing
Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird? So what do you think, Masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
That's cute. Oh, sorry. Wala. Napitan lang. Offering this one.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Ready to shine. Please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Lawfu swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements. Strike with heart!
Yes, you! Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Strike!
Right on time. Like this?
Well done! How many can you block?
Yeah, that was sneaky.
Yes, you! Practice is over. Swords descend!
What are you made of?
Melt! I could take 10 of you. Pardon my manners. Blade drawn, mountains fall! I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Blade in flight!
I could take 10 of you. Yeah! Oh, I get it! With a true heart and focused mind, here I come! Yes, you! Time to show you what I can really do! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Watch this.
What are you mumbling about?
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Nice.
Pulverizing sword strike!
Please say something cool.
Right on time.
Yes, you!
A one-time enemy.
Lead through clouds!
Strike with heart!
You'll make good success! Awesome!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Ready to shine! Alright, check out this move!
Right on time.
Check this awesome move.
Melt!
Mountains fall!
Time for swordplay!
I could take 10 of you! Nice job!
Yes, you!
Go, go.
Here you go, Master!
Right on time.
Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, it's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her footwork.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, Masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Oh, you can switch between. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so just like the... Okay, that's cool. Wait. That's a cute effect. Oh my god. That's a cute effect. And there's this. She's still 4-star though. I mean, yeah. That is cuter.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming.
Yeah, break that bottle.
Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
I mean, yeah, that's good. So Yang is more powerful than a lot of them. I guess, well. Black hole. Universe. So we get it.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
That's nice.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Yeah.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up!
Still fighting, but I guess it's more dealing now.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Yay!
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword.
Yeah.
It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
Nah.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true.
I'm already starting to not like this guy. I do hope he's a good one.
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired box from the Yaoqing.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Senzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. Apprentice.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, The art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects.
As a villain, as an
This thing can save lives or take them.
There's on
It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
2025.
That may be so.
Yeah.
But still,
That's a
I prefer
pretty
settling
funny
things with a
anime,
sword than,
I'm
you
still
know.
scared that I'll be going to back to school soon.
Looks like I did get you all
I
wrong.
mean, it's online
You're
for
not a
2 days,
feeble
then face to
scholar,
face, but
a sinister
it
and
is gonna be my
despicable
first name.
one.
Probably not.
Hey,
talk
why
to
the
any
insults
people.
all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this.
Especially when
Two
both are in the
individuals.
same course, same
The one
interest, maybe.
standing is full of
Hey,
malice.
sure. Not really interested.
The other
interested in
lying
that
down
course, I just
is honorable and
thought
righteous.
It'd be a good one for me.
How can the
I
one
mean, I
who's
do
lying
like it.
down label the one
I am
standing as
interested.
sinister?
I'm not really
In the
interested
throes
in
of
any course.
combat,
I'm
where
just
life and
interested
death
in my-
hinge on a singular
making
moment,
something my own.
every idea fades into
That sounds
nothingness.
delusional, but yeah. If it
The
sounds
only thing that
delusional,
matters
I guess I am delusional.
is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions
It's
of
nice
worth,
talking about something
be it
things like this.
integrity or treachery.
Like life.
In my eyes, their significance is
Talking
negligible.
about something deep. Well,
Perhaps you've underestimated Yun Li and me, Mr. Jiao Cho. We
That's the
may be
kind of person
young,
I am at that point.
but we've seen our fair share of
Am I
war.
red flag? Maybe.
Well,
Not sure.
then you should know that the war dance
just
is
bored.
nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance,
Yeah.
I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to
Military,
charge into
but
the fray and slay
I
enemies.
changed my mind.
Why do we have to swing swords in a
sounds
ring
weak,
just to
but-
please an audience? And this
I
is
only wanna
how the
do that
general
because I
replied. To
ain't
unsheath
sure
your
what to
sword
do.
in a ring is no different than on the
But
battlefield, as your
there's
sword
nothing I
reveals
really
the
did
might of
want
all
is
Cloud
to
Knights. The
watch
war
people
dance
grow.
is the perfect chance to showcase
Going
martial
to the
virtue
military will be
and
hard,
forge
I guess.
alliances from all over the cosmos.
He'll be out for a few years.
When we unsheath the sword
And you
without
won't be able
drawing
to
blood,
see people grow.
we
so
not only display our might,
I
but
changed my
also
mind.
the
That's
martial
about it.
virtue of the Cloud Knights.
It's a weird
That's
topic.
quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the
It's
Lawfu for
okay,
quite
man,
some
these
time,
games.
but I haven't had the chance to
week.
see the ceremony venue for myself
Makes
yet.
me feel weak because I am
Hearing you
gonna
speak so
die.
highly of it has piqued
So,
my
yeah.
curiosity.
Play about
Would you
games,
mind showing
just
me around?
makes me feel weak.
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yun Li and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
What time is it? Still 9. I'm gonna go to BRB, maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna go to BRB so I can actually do things. He's using the story character gonna be like, so it does have our own sets, so I guess that's fine. Okay, that's good.
Can you believe it? March 7th.
let's go. I'll give.
Okay. Yeah. I love talking about deep things. That's just about what I like. Like some.
Looks
it's
like a lot of
passion.
other visitors have also come to
I
catch a
guess I'll
glimpse of
just
the
put-
Sky Splitter.
And just make a TikTok about it, talking about things. I mean, I ain't popular, so
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
still like having fun.
No,
People,
it's nothing.
People get corrupt. Some people get corrupt when they're popular.
Do you see that airship
That
in the
never happened
distance?
to me.
That's the Sky Splitter.
I've been
The venue for
I've
the
been
war
into
dance
too
ceremony.
many things.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
But I doubt I'll be corrupt if I got popular. I got a
The
lot of
Sky
money.
Splitter is
Probably just
actually
buy
a decommissioned Wafu military vessel.
what other
People aren't
do.
allowed on board until the war dance officially commences.
Yeah, I'll take a screenshot of this. Every cute thing I see. Yeah. Probably
Tomorrow,
just buy things I don't
when the
need.
bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar,
That's about it.
I'll be there
I'll buy things
representing
that
the
I
Cloud
need and
Knights
buy
of
things that I
Xianzhou
don't
Wafu,
need.
standing in the ring,
Yeah.
ready to take on
Probably
challengers
buy
from
motorcycles
all over the
first.
cosmos.
Freaking single.
Since I was a
There's big
kid,
bikes.
I've been training
That
in
sounds awesome.
swordplay and the art of war under the general.
But it's dangerous.
Every day, I'd swing my
Probably
sword
buy
10,000 times, and then thrust
body
it
armor.
10,000 times,
Like going to war.
repeating the process over and
just riding a
over.
motorcycle.
I understand that I'm not like other kids.
Not a real.
I
I'm
never
not a
envied the
reckless
toys
driver,
and
so
freedom they all
be fine.
had. I never found
And
sword practice
I'm
boring
gonna buy
or
a car one day.
hard,
Probably a good one.
even
a cool
in
looking
the
one.
thick of battle. Facing
I
down
wouldn't want
savage
my dad
abominations,
lore to be
I
downright.
never felt scared.
If I ever become a dad, at least.
Each day, I could feel myself getting
But I can see
stronger
myself
and
becoming a good
stronger,
good
and I
father.
racked up countless victories. It's the best
Because
feeling
I've
in the
been
world.
an angry kid all my life.
But then, I faced a really tough
I'm
opponent,
still a kid, but
and just one slash shattered my confidence into
I'm an
1,000
angry kid.
pieces.
I'll get angry at
That's
times.
when I
But
felt true fear for the first time.
I mean, controlling my emotions.
Maybe
is
that's what
not
Mr.
bad.
Zhao Cho meant by
not good either.
life and death
As
hinge on
kid,
a
you should
singular
let your
moment.
Emotions
Every idea
go wild.
fades into nothingness.
And when you get disciplined by your parents,
After that, I had to
they're
pick up the
then
pieces
there.
and try to
You
put
need
myself
to
back
actually
together.
do things.
But
that you need.
no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again.
Shut up.
I often ask myself, why do I wield my
Maybe
sword?
I tell this when I'm
If defeat is inevitable,
switching game.
why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations?
Sleepy.
To secure my honor
Still
among the
lying.
Cloud
Why am I
Knights?
sleepy?
While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on
Why
going.
does this look so
He said
cute though?
the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason.
What if these two, in the future, became a couple? And why am I looking at the wall while I tell you this? Yeah.
But after talking with you, Mr. Zhao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey,
like a good
what do you
reason
mean
for
by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either.
That's a good reason, yeah.
Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused.
Mama.
I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Nice.
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
Nice.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. All right, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Okay. Let's see. Press it. Big dash. Oh, I can only use much. Shing! It makes this sound. Shing!
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
Oh. You're on a restricted area,
the
sir.
skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you
Damn.
realize how many ships we
Illegal.
need?
Illegal.
I'm doing my
Legal
best,
kayo.
all right?
Mayo
It
kayo
takes
sa aming
time to figure
lupain.
all this out.
When the guns go off tomorrow,
Guns.
all eyes will be on it. That'll be
Guns.
our only chance.
Oh my god, gosh.
How's that? Who's there?
Nice. Join the restricted zone.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Kids.
Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia?
Oh,
I
they
know it's an
don't
automated
know.
facility, but it
Don't
doesn't
know
mean you
about
can just break
yeah.
in and do what you want.
Oh no. I mean, this is March. This is more like March than this one. But this is funny.
Sorry. I'll take the little ones away right now.
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Ever Hunt Planes.
Huh? Ever hunt planes?
Nice.
Yeah,
nice,
sure.
nice.
Big sis will take you there.
Shua! You should have let me.
Nice.
Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Oh, I get it. They're gonna try and I didn't listen to their conversation. Tail them. Freaking out. Fucking guy. Record No.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yenching?
I'm sorry.
What did I say?
That's way too funny.
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Ever Hunt Planes.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the three people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
Yes, but that was way
I
too
knew
funny.
that from the beginning.
I watch way too many rap. I listen, I mean. And a little too much about military. They always curse on those. I play a lot of games that has cursing, so I'll be influenced by those. Should probably hold myself. Yeah, I'm holding myself again, just kidding.
They said they were doing an overhaul, but it looked like they had no idea how to operate the Starskiff production line, right?
They're playing. I don't know where that is.
It's suspicious how they suddenly finished their overhaul and walked away as soon as they laid eyes on us.
A Cloud Knight,
I'm being
member
weird,
from
man.
the Skyfaring Commission,
Yeah.
and a craftsman.
I am
From
weird.
various
It's not
departments,
change anything
and the
about
reason
it.
for the overhaul seems legit.
Like,
But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that?
Any language there.
I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll
Ano
definitely
siya?
catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be
Ano?
careful not to blow our cover.
Sabi, what kind? Nah, nakalimutan ko. Forgot. What's the English of tell me?
Never mind who they
Sabi
Don't
tayo.
get too close, Miss March. They might spot you.
Okay, that's what I need to do.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts.
Ah, freak you,
Those little
dude.
brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Cut the theatrics, Gulak. Even the
However,
slightest
it's
slip-up
getting a
could
little too
interfere with
dark.
Lord Moktok's plans.
But you know your audience.
So where are we heading next?
Most of the ones who play these
To
games are
check the
kids,
freight
so
skiffs. We've got a lot of
don't encourage
preparations to do.
violence.
Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons,
I mean,
supplies.
yeah.
We've got to be well
Maybe
prepared.
swords. Swords are for
Otherwise,
violent
we're
things.
screwed.
And cosplay, mostly.
So,
But they were used for
are
killing.
they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
Did I just eat the freaking
I
ant?
have no clue. But they
Dang.
seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
Isn't that disturbing? Follow in one of the crates. Go kill those kids and dump in one of the crates. And you want to hide in crates.
Cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe. Just hang in there.
They all fit in there.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place. Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity. Watch out! They're on high alert!
Why is dude screaming? Why not be just more high alert then?
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here!
Shuhard,
Don't scare me.
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Borison?
Adusa! Die, you lowly beasts!
You guys are the beast, though.
Nice job! Harmony and unison. Night. Stars echo.
The new stars
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
I weep for the departed.
Probably do it better like this one.
It too shall
It's
fall.
my own sin. I love singing, though my voice isn't good for it.
How is this
Maybe
possible?
old songs.
How did
yeah.
these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borison, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
I defeated. Nice.
Wait, that means...
Well, how did the Borison manage to infiltrate the Cienjo?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borison prisoners. If they can forge official identities and move around the Cienjo without raising suspicion... Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
There are more Borison hiding on the Cienjo. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibiter Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right? Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
So Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest. Maybe I'll just stick to the facts we know.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
I mean, yeah, this should be a good reason to raise your suspicion about the Skeleton Hunter. This is talk about Ilios prophecy. We're the good guys, so this should be a good one, I guess.
Apart from the Law Fu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Burilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Law Fu, was one of them.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodora guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
Summon the Shadows, how did she manage to bypass the guards? That's common. Refuse to answer me. That's a bad one. I personally admit that should. I mean, this could be a solid one. Either is gonna destroy mine. I'm going to risk it. Level low for seems suspicious. This would be a bad one, personally. So this.
If the Lawfu hadn't exiled Don Hung, leaving the Videodora with no leader, they would.
Imbibitor Lune was exiled due to his own crimes. Now, Don Hung, as his reincarnation, is free from.
I was concerned about the.
But he returned. According to the report, she disguised herself.
This is it. She disguised herself as a Skyfang mission and drive over you. Only to vanish her as a trace. Then something visible reference. Should I trigger smoke on this? Russian side effect cannot be used at this time. She has herself. Diviner witness.
Back then, we were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Fantilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people, are you?
But I like it.
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However, even if she saw it with her own eyes, we can't completely rule out the possibility that she might have been deceived. After all, it's suspicious how the culprit just bizarrely vanished. Oh, it seems that your answers have addressed all my questions. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless, but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the six charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking, or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the Divine Foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
No, pre, thank you so far.
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts.
Thanks, bro, for following.
And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit
I don't
the
really
Shackling
watch myself.
prison.
That's much appreciated.
No, I'm not imprisoning you.
Thank you.
While you're there, I'll ask
Sorry,
a
I'm not
judge in
getting-
the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division
no hate,
to
but
record a
I am
detailed
straight.
testimony with the karmic mirror from
Straight.
both of you.
As
We'll fill in the
in,
gaps that weren't covered in the report and
I
silence
think
any
of
protests
one.
within the Alliance.
It cannot be banned.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, I am straight. That's the fact. I'm a man of God. I love Jesus. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. So yeah.
Worried that I might go back on my word and keep
I'm a
you in the
Catholic.
Shackling prison? Relax. If I wanted to do that, you'd already be behind bars. Once you're done with your testimony, you're free to come and
We
go
all
as you
have our own
please.
beliefs, so I
Then,
have mine.
as the
Doesn't matter.
Merlins...
Oh, there's
Oh,
one
shit,
more
I'm sorry.
thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance. But I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's Shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borisin suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page. solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Jiao Cho and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started? Do you
Yes, I do. That's why I'm here.
I understand. Do you actually believe in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy? Understand? While words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing, and your scent, they reveal more than your words do. I trust my intuition more than anyone.
Yeah. Mostly because of Firefly. Yeah, a Firefly.
We do have her belt.
Hey. Hey.
Maybe I can finally have my own dreams.
Hey, what the frick?
How would you make it dark?
Initiate cleanup.
I will claim victory for myself. This is more than a battle.
Battle. This is more than a battle. Love that.
I'm really
Come
sorry
accent.
about all this. But the
It's just
testimony
more
in the
than a
shackling
battle.
prison won't take up much of your time.
It's
I'll call
cute.
for a
It's
messenger to
cute.
take you to the
Kawaii.
interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So,
As you wish, General.
Either this one. I'm gonna. Yeah. After this one, I'm just gonna end because not because I'm sleepy. Mostly because I want to play a different game. Not that I don't like this. It's just that I don't want to play the Need for Speed. Like Paragon. Fingers are crazy.
As General Jing Yuan requested,
Fast race.
everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The
Give me-
judges at
give
the
me a sec, bro.
interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Why are you wearing something sexy, man? Stop messenger. So I jump here. What's this then? Prison? I mean, it does read prison. So I'm guessing it's a prison. If it ain't a prison, Duel.
The shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Dan Heng.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you. Exactly. Please come on in, dear guests.
Why call dear guest? Let's go. I am the dear guest. I enter prison because I did something illegal. Like nothing. The illegal thing is I'm not doing anything. What if that's illegal? If you don't do anything? This reminded me of the prison in Fontaine. But there is a huge difference. The layout, design. How you freaking sneak a twerp. Is it twerp about
What are you looking at?
In a sec, I'm just gonna say
The shackling
twerp,
prison on the
is a bad
Luofu
word.
is completely different from the one on the Yaqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking
but
free
this-
would
this
still be a
means silly.
piece of cake for me.
Okay.
Still
So it
thinking
ain't,
about your old
a bad
jailbreak
word.
tricks, huh? Forget it.
Thought it was.
You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
Cold water.
You'll see me
middle of
again
the
in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisan criminal Hule to the Yaoqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisan abominations of abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the Ten Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the shackling prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisan. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisan die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully. And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisan. He can release a pheromone called lupatoxin that induces fear. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisan. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupatoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed. Your Honor.
What is it?
No, never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Let's keep moving.
The guards are fake. The guards are fake. The guards are fake then.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet. Please wait a moment.
Okay, so do you talk to them, huh?
This place. It's still as cold as it used to be. Sorry, I was just reminiscing about some unpleasant memories. Thank you. It's all my fault that you were involved in the Xianzhou's problems. You shouldn't have to see the inside of the shackling prison. I wish I could show you the real sights of the Luofu.
And bro. Bros for life.
The 6 charioteers might have more power over the rest of this Xianzhou ship. But here, in the shackling prison, is the judges of the 10 Lords Commission who call the shots. The judges will use a complicated interrogation device called the Karmic Mirror. It accurately tracks every physiological change during questioning and records it. Therefore, the judgment made here will be sufficient to convince the other administrators of the Xianzhou. At least they won't attempt to challenge the conclusions. Perhaps that's why Fei Xiao insisted that we come here. Okay. But what?
Okay. I mean, looking at this would probably be way better. Or looking at the charts would probably be, yeah.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express.
Hello, sleepy woman.
Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before.
Miss
Glad
Anya.
to meet you again.
Travel.
Please allow me to express my gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in the Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Xianzhou Luofu.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the 10 Lords. So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission.
Okay, sleepy woman.
This is not a place for ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Danheng, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
I mean, yeah, it's deep. So you probably should watch your steps. And why is the bridge broken? Watch your steps. Continue to set the broken bridge.
Be
in the
very
rear.
careful and watch your step as you make your way through. The terrain inside the shackling prison is treacherous. One wrong move, and you could end up plunging into the depths. And if you're really unlucky, you might be frozen solid or burned to a crisp before anyone can help you.
Gee.
But with your skills, I don't think you need to worry about that. You're funny. This prison does contain many layers. We even brought in Videodora Icor line craftsmen to introduce the ingenuity of Delve enchantment. What you're seeing now is just one part of the shackling prison.
Perhaps. Judging from the appearance, much of the architecture in this prison has a Vidyadoran style. So, perhaps they did have a hand in building this place back then.
Well, The paths here serve as both passageways for the Ten Lords' Commission and barriers for the prisoners. Most prisoners locked up here have committed serious crimes violating the Xianzhou legal code, and many of them are denizens of abundance like Borison, Huenum, and Wingweavers. To be honest, these abominations are pretty good at trying to break out. So, as long as the treacherous terrain here makes it harder for them to escape, the Ten Lords' Commission doesn't have any complaints. Please, come this way.
You can get things from them. Show me more. Broken ways here. That was already broken when I got here. Cheese. Not cheese. Do I have? Oh, I have. Sorry. Gotta go. It's my nature. Blue. Figures. Figures, I get blue. I'm getting tired of keep getting blue. Hmm? Obtain victory in combat with support characters. Okay, get that. Take characters from other people then. I just need to one of those. Yeah. Only one, right? Yeah. Wait. I still need to learn some. Thank you very much.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Yes, I should probably.
Don't forget to let your friends in on that.
Yes, I should probably. I'm curious. So let's keep going. Ikuza.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
No, I don't know.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borison. Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance, but throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones. They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borison. I wonder what they're planning this time. Well, business first. Let's keep moving. Strange. I don't remember remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Emergency!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Estelle, you have a freaking sword. Use it.
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
Thank you, Don Hong, for protection.
This thing is going wild, just like a Borison.
Looks like we're on our own for this one.
Feeling spiffy?
Still waters of oblivion.
Can you find the answer?
Yes, I can be put up here.
Let me tend your wounds.
Go here.
There's no power like you. Night. Stars echo.
Good night. Bye.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion. Again.
Yes. Wake up, healer.
Free will, or was it taken the still waters of oblivion?
Healer, wake up. Shit.
What is your prescription?
Oh, shit. Oh, good. Oh, damn. Damn, that's good.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight. The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual structures within. These things showing up in the shackling prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were. They wanted these mechs to end up right here, in the shackling prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the shackling prison, the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it. Help me light up these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the shackling prison will reveal itself.
A slow simmer over low heat, or a quick stir fry over high heat?
They're spoiling us with all these characters. Thank you. Burn the bird. Wait, give me a sec. I'm just gonna line it up. Burn the bird.
I've given you the
oh.
diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look.
What? What? Looks weird. So birds from here. This one here. There's half. It should start from here then. Here. Here. Where's the entrance? When the first starting here, it should be here first. I don't get it. Oh, there's okay. So it should start from here. Oh, button to top. I thought that was a freaking pattern or something. So it's just bottom to top. God damn it.
It's better to use your brain and save your strength.
Bill, use your brain. Sorry, I don't have one, I guess. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. I'm always up for a long one.
The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians, Hule. According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou La Fu once every century to check on this abomination's imprisonment and condition. Even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hule to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life, I understand that the Yao Qing messengers want to see him dead. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed, because this beast simply can't be killed.
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, it might help balance out some of the sins he's committed. Could you be the key to a cure for the General, Hule?
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and my brothers.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. You can call me Mock Talk.
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level! Send reinforcements!
Nobody will hear you here, at the bottom of the shackling prison. Thank you for opening up the prison for
Mr.
us,
Villain.
We'll take it
all along. I already know that. I knew this would happen.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So it wasn't just my imagination. Do your thing, Morza.
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the shackling prison, We found soldiers available for us everywhere.
Let's play for feeling spiffy.
Free will, or was it fate?
Can you find the answer?
How familiar.
More seasons.
Did that?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I suggest you surrender.
How?
Of course. I'll still kill you. But I promise it'll be swift.
Doors echo.
How about letting the enemy strike first? A little more heat.
Did that hurt?
Still waters of oblivion. How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Mosa.
It's not time yet.
It too shall fall.
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
No.
Flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
Let me go, let me go.
It's been a long time, boy. Welcome back.
Freaking.
How many times has the old verdant home spun around since our last hunt? Duran's whelp, tell me your name.
Oh, great Hule, nemesis of the Foxians, and the hunter of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline. It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful as ever.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to resemble our most despicable slaves and enemies, the Foxians?
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will. That's why I had to take a magic pill, don the skin of a lowly beast, and play along with their hypocrisy.
Since you have an escape plan, tell me, what's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time. The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have a tight 2-hour window to get out of here. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
That name.
What
I remember you.
plan, you idiot! Even
I'll
if we
probably
manage to
show
get
you
the ships,
soon.
our chances of escaping
Anyway, but
are slimmer than a Foxian slipping through my
maybe the
claws.
date. Sure.
But we have
No
no other
spoilers
choice.
until I
The
finish.
angel
Yay.
serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged divisions among the Borisin. Every one of my crew is ready to lay down their lives if it means setting you free.
How's this guy?
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless bravery with this
So
plan.
he is on their side.
You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps will too.
Well then, my lord.
Go like that.
We should leave
That's
now.
weird for me.
Before we go, give me one of those magic pills.
My lord, will you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your greatness, my lord.
Oh no.
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Foxian slave my meal?
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys. Time to move out.
Madam Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering around and causing heavy casualties. And to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out. We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Just a short time ago, the Nether Key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeting.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its cage.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure each floor.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their style. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya? If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies inside.
We'll have to bend the rules. Please, follow me.
Prisoners must remain in place and obey the
By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am!
A little something for everyone!
Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me to the next floor. The path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through. Some Spiritfarers occasionally use ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. But, given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations.
Stream 4. The gleam of old flames.
The nether key has been activated. I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
Yes, I went around in a circle to grab that.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Can I run faster? Please. This feels so slow.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long ago.
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hule has managed to break free. Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister? Are they still alive?
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues.
Yi is here.
Miss Shuiyi bravely sacrificed herself. My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Condolences. Well, that's unnecessary.
She can be fixed, right? She is a robot, I think.
You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, my sister turned into an ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the Hall of Karma's document office has become a routine for her.
God damn it.
While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part, but... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers? One of them is a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes, and the other wears a dark cloak, like a fugitive.
No. I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisan ones.
So, the intruders and Hule are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage. This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu could be irreversibly damaged. We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Let's stop it after this one.
Reconstruct. It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet. At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop it here for today. I do hope I can return here. Or that's gonna be difficult. Not be difficult, probably. Wait, is there a way here? Yeah. So there is a way here. I will continue this tomorrow, so I can. Yeah, it's about it. I'm gonna go sleep. No, I'm gonna play a different game. And good night. Bye bye.